Hello students, class 10. Good morning everyone. You know that these days we are in the process of understanding refraction of light. That is a very important part of our syllabus, class 10 optics. And what we see that in class 10, next 2 months up to our first terminal, you can say half yearly exam. This optics is important syllabus of physics. In optics, we have to study mainly reflection of light, refraction, dispersion, scattering, human eye, maybe a lens, prism, like that. But refraction of light, basically this is very important topic, and we have always gone through the topic in detail. So what we see, while we understand this refraction of light, we have to go application of refraction also. We have to go through application of refraction of light. So there could be many applications. Today we will see one of the important application of refraction, that is total internal reflection of light. And to explain that, we will take the case of mirage. What is mirage actually? That is optical illusion in desert areas. And in desert areas there is the illusion of water that happens to the persons in desert areas roaming, but there is no water and there could be illusion of water. How it is possible? That is possible due to total internal reflection of light. So that we are going to study. But before that, what is total internal reflection of light? And what is critical angle? And why diamond sparkles? What is the reason of glittering of diamond? That also in few minutes I am going to discuss. So if you are talking about this sparkling of diamond, then one thing is quite common, very common. That diamond before cutting, before polishing, there is a place in India, Surat, where diamond is polished, cut. Before that, diamonds has no use, no value, or it is just like a simple stone. But when it is nicely cut, its value increases. How it increases? Due to total internal reflection of light. So diamond sparkles, diamond glitters, diamond becomes costly. Maybe lakhs and lakhs dollar, and crores and crores rupees. There are many costly diamonds also. So that is the reason here. You see, total internal reflection happens when any light incident on the face of the diamond, it goes on internally reflected due to the angle of incidence more than critical angle. Because for diamond, refractive index is 2.42, and due to higher refractive index, critical angle is very low, 25 degrees approximately. Due to this low critical angle, any angle of incidence more than critical angle, that is a condition of total internal reflection. So that goes on internally reflected from all the faces. Once light enter in it, it will come out after many revolutions and reflected again and again. Light speed is quite high, 3 lakhs kilometer per second. 3 into 10 to the power 8 meter per second. It is a quite high speed. So in a fraction of second, there will be thousands and thousands revolutions, and more reflection, more shining. That is the reason of shining of light. So we could explain on the basis of total internal reflection of light. So this is also one of the application of refraction of light that I was telling. Earlier also we got the idea of refraction formula, Snell's law of refraction, critical angle relation between refractive index and critical angle, that is mu is equal to 1 by sin c. So okay, let us come through another discussion, that is our mirage. Okay, what is mirage? Mirage is an optical illusion. So if you are talking about mirage in the highway, when generally your movement moving from one place to other place in summer weather, in summer season, you might have observed that there is appearance of water in the road, the highway, but when you go closer by your vehicle, there is no water. Why it happens? That is also type of mirage, illusion of water. So that is the meaning, mirage, optical illusion. Okay, let me explain this mirage in detail. I will explain you how mirage occurs, so that you will get more idea of total internal reflection of light. Okay students, all of you watching this video must understand this. Very important, very interesting. Keep your patience and nicely note down all the diagrams that I will make on the board, and also the points that I am going to explain. Okay, so see what happens. Class 10 is an application of refraction of light. So when we call it mirage, application of total internal reflection of light. Application of total internal reflection of light. Mirage. What is mirage? Mirage is an optical illusion. Mirage is an optical illusion in desert areas. Desert areas where there is illusion of water. Illusion of water. How it occurs? It occurs due to total internal reflection of light. It occurs due to total internal reflection of light. So we can say principle total internal reflection of light. So what is this total internal reflection? The light travels from denser to rare. Then if angle of incidence at any point is more than critical angle, it will be reflected back in the same density. That is total internal reflection of. So see, in desert areas what happens? We will take the case of any tall tree plant. You see, this happens in desert areas there is very hot weather, maybe in the summer days. So due to this hot surface, the air in contact becomes also hot, and it goes above, it goes higher and higher. So there is density of air more in upper layer becomes more dense. Is dense, and lower, due to lack of little air layers, becomes less denser areas or less denser medium. So denser medium and rarer medium. This happens. Denser medium and rarer medium. Okay. So when we see the light rays which started to travel from the bottom, okay, or from the top, we can say, from the top of the light ray, from the top of the tree, okay. When light ray starts from the top of the tree, from it started to travel. Then what happens? The upper is denser, and here lower part is rarer medium. So this denser rarer, here refraction occurs, and the light ray bends away from it. Bends away from it. Again, what happens? For this point of incidence, the upper layer, this layer becomes denser, and this becomes rarer. So lower layer becomes rarer and rarer. So it again bends away from it. And then the point comes where the light ray bends that much that the angle of incidence is more than critical angle. At this juncture, the light ray is going to follow the rules of reflection, and it will reflect back in the same denser medium. It will reflect back in the same denser medium. And this total internal reflected light, when reaches to any observer, okay, to any observer, and what happens? It observes that there is actually the image of the tree at the bottom. Image of the tree at the bottom. So image of the tree at the bottom, and that gives the impression of water, because near the pond, when you will see, there is image of tree in the pond, so it gives the impression of water. And this is an illusion, bhram, optical illusion created due to no, total interior reflection of light into reflection of light. Isn't it? So that is actually mirage. This is known as mirage. Okay. So we can write few lines also. Hala. That due to total internal reflection of light, due to total internal reflection of light rays okay, mirage occurs. In desert areas. Actually, this is physics here involved. This is application of refraction of light. Actually, in this class 10, you have to study in detail lens, mirror, and all these things. But these small things are also very important to go through and to understand the basics. What optics is there? How the behavior is light? Behavior of light is there. So the behavior of light we can understand more if we are going through deep inside this type of phenomena. Similar to this mirage, there is looming in cold areas. In cold countries, there is a phenomenon called looming. So looming is also an optical illusion in which, you know, in polar areas or maybe in the cold seashore, the ships coming in the sea, okay, the people watching from the seaport observe that some ships are hanging in the atmosphere. This hanging of the ship, this happens, you can check it, looming, L-O-O-M-I-N-G. So these things are interesting fact of nature, important fact of the nature, and the clue to understand why it occurs, why it happens, why this phenomenon occurs. We can take the help of our subject physics, especially here refraction of light. Now let us start today the lens, our lens topic. Let us go through lens, and if time permits then we will try to finish more. Otherwise, next in another video. Lens. What is a lens? Different types of lens. Convex lens, concave lens. What type of different types of lens? You know, my spectacle is also lens. This is actually convex lens that is used to rectify hypermetropia. Some of you maybe have myopia, so that you are getting spectacle of concave lens. So what is this concave lens? What is this convex lens? What are different types of lens? Actually, what is a lens? First of all, we should know what is lens. Lens is a transparent medium. Lens is a transparent medium bound by two surfaces out of which one should be spherical. One should be spherical. Actually, there are different types of lens that you will study in higher classes, but here in your syllabus class 10, only convex lens and concave lens. Okay, but what are different types of lenses? Plano-convex lens, plano-concave lens, convexo-concave lens, concavo-convex lens. So different types of lens are there. But the primary definition of lens, you should remember, lens is a transparent medium bound by two surfaces, out of which one should be spherical. Like we are talking about double convex lens or double concave lens, okay, or plano convex lens or plano concave lens, or we can say here concavo convex lens or convexo concave lens. So there are 6 types of lenses. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Out of these 6, we have to study here in detail this double convex lens or simply convex lens, or double concave lens or simply concave lens. Okay, so that we have to study in detail. Okay students, next in another video we will continue our discussion on lens. Very interesting topic. You persons must go in detail this lens, important for examination point of view, important for your understanding point of view, important for your common sense point of view. Every time you can get numericals and convention, image formation and different problems, power of lens and different type of things in lens. Okay students, thank you.